The story of the parable of the prodigal son. There was once a man who had 2 sons. One day the younger son came to his father and said, "Father, give me the share of the inheritance that belongs to me." Though it saddened him, the father divided his property and gave the younger son his share. Not long after, the younger son packed everything he had and traveled to a distant country. There he began living recklessly, spending his money on wild living and careless pleasures. Before long, every coin was gone. Then a severe famine struck the land, and the young man found himself hungry and desperate. With no money and nowhere to turn, he found work with a farmer who sent him into the fields to feed pigs. The young man became so hungry that he longed to eat the food given to the pigs, but no one gave him anything. Finally, he came to his senses and said to himself, "How many of my father's servants have plenty of bread, and here I am starving to death. I will go back to my father and say, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Please make me like one of your hired servants.' So he got up and began the long journey home. While he was still far away, his father saw him. Filled with compassion, the father ran toward him, embraced him, and kissed him. The son said, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son.' But the father quickly called to his servants, 'Quick, bring the best robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. Bring the fattened calf and prepare a feast. Let us celebrate, for this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost, and now he is found.' And so the celebration began. Meanwhile, the older son was out in the field working. When he returned and came near the house, he heard music and dancing. He called one of the servants and asked what was happening. The servant replied, 'Your brother has come home, and your father has prepared a feast because he has him back safe and sound.' The older brother became angry and refused to go inside. So the father came out and pleaded with him. But the older son said, 'All these years I have served you and never disobeyed your command, yet you never gave me even a young goat so I could celebrate with my friends. But when this son of yours comes back after wasting your wealth, you celebrate him with a feast.' The father gently replied, 'My son, you are always with me, and everything I have is yours. But we had to celebrate and be glad, because your brother was dead and is alive again. He was lost, and now he is found.' And through this story, Jesus Christ taught that God's love is full of mercy and forgiveness, and heaven rejoices whenever someone who was lost finds their way back home. And so, the story of the prodigal son comes to an end.